Hi, I'm Malcolm.
And I'm Rachel. We're two Canadians living on our 39-foot mainship trawler, living an adventure of a lifetime. We invite you to follow along as we travel 6,000 miles through Canadian and U.S. waterways around America's Great Loop. Good morning.
Morning.
It is about 5:20 in the morning, and we're preparing to lift up the anchor and head down in Lake Worth and head out to the inlet. Are you excited?
Excited. It's dark. It's very dark. It's a daylight crossing, but it doesn't seem like daylight right now.
And there's zero wind, and the conditions look pretty much ideal for going across. So let's hope that we make it in one piece.
Yeah, we're going to try it, and if it goes well, great. We're not going to be cowboys, so if it gets ugly, then we may just turn around. But this is an option for us on the loop, and one we've been looking forward to. But let's see how it goes.
We're just about ready to go. I just had to put my cap on backwards to be able to see with my headlight when I bring the anchor up, because I need to wear a hat when I wear the headset, otherwise it falls off my head when I'm leaning over looking at the anchor. So I have I can't even see that really, baseball hat on backwards and my headlight so I can go to the front and take the anchor up. So we're about to start the engine. Wish us luck. think we picked a good day to come out to go out to the Bahamas. The conditions look pretty calm from what I expected, and we do have some rollers, but that's pretty normal, I think, out here. So we're pretty excited to be going out to the Bahamas. First time, I think, for Stay Cool, and first time for us, actually. So very exciting. Malcolm has put out his fishing line at the back, so hopefully he catches something this time. That would be pretty special if he did. Anyway, thanks for coming along for the ride. We really appreciate you following along. I know our friends and family are following us along, and all of you who are interested. It's really nice that you're taking the time to watch our journey, and we'll see how it goes today. I'm not sure how many hours it will take because of the Gulf Stream. It may slow us down a bit, may speed us up a bit, you never know. But we'll see how it goes. Hope you're having a great day. There's just a little bit of cloud this morning, which actually is perfect because now we don't have the sun right in our eyes. But it's actually really pretty the way the sun is kind of moving behind the clouds. It kind of peeks out all the rays, and I know it'll come up soon enough. But it's a very pretty scene right now. The water looks beautiful blue. There's only the clouds on the east side there. There's nothing behind the boat. And now the skyline of Florida is getting farther away, and soon we'll be out in the middle of the water. We won't be able to see much of anything. Hopefully we'll see some of the other boats that we know are traveling. We can certainly reach them by radio. They're probably just little dots off in the distance. I think I might be able to see them actually. But it'll be interesting to see how this journey goes. So same as last time we did a long trip, we have our grab bag right there, ready to go with all our important stuff in it, and another knapsack there with all of our things like flares, first aid kit, extra clothes, food. We have our dinghy ready to go, and actually a knife in that bag in case we need to cut the lines of the dinghy quickly. And we have also a jug of water, more gas for the dinghy in case we're stranded somewhere. So we're sending messages on our Garmin InReach as well by satellite as we go, and it's also sending tracking every 30 minutes, I think. So I think we're pretty well prepared. We're going to wear life jackets all the time, as we always do. And you can see the boat's moving around a little bit, but it's really not that bad actually compared to, really rough waters. So I'm just going to make some breakfast now. Malcolm's working on his fishing lines back there, and I think we're going to sort of set in and just let the autopilot do its thing. our journey. We have less than an hour left to go. How did you like this journey so far?
It was good. The boat had a very easy time of it. The seas were a little confused at times, so that made it perhaps a little harder on the crew.
That's me.
But I think overall it was a very good, uneventful trip so far. We have an hour left, which is we can see the island of Abacos in front of us right now.
That's pretty exciting because we haven't seen land for a long time.
And I'll tell you, the sea is that absolutely tremendous aqua blue. And you can look deep into it and you see the rays of the sun. So it's quite different than the sea around Lake Worth that we saw there.
Yeah, this is a deep blue. I think when we get to the sandy area, it will be more aqua, right?
It will be. And
yeah.
Here we've been going through 2,000 feet of water.
Yeah, the depth sounder goes only to, I think, 500 feet, so it keeps flashing at us because it doesn't know how deep we are.
And so for those of you that were thinking, okay, how do you do the Gulf crossing? Not Gulf, but the Gulf Stream crossing.
Yeah.
There's a lot of thought, you head south if you start at Lake Worth to get under the Gulf Stream and then use it to come up north. Well, I can tell you just from our experience right now, we just basically set a course from Lake Worth directly across
to West End
Abacos,
yeah.
And we just let the autopilot do the whole thing, and it basically put us on an angle and just drove us across. And the beauty is, as soon as the current disappears, you don't even know it, other than your speed goes way up.
Yeah.
So at times we were around 7 knots. We'd come down every now and again to 6 something, high 6s. And now we're 8s. So, and it's just, you don't have to do anything. You just put the autopilot in, you plot your course, and you go. So we were doing all sorts of fancy algorithmic trigonometry things, thinking, this is what we should do. Well,
you don't have to overthink it.
No, don't overthink it. Just A
go.
to B.
Yeah, and it's not like there's no obstacles in the way. The only obstacle is the Gulf Stream.
Yeah, that's the obstacle.
Yeah.
And you do feel it. As soon as you leave the Gulf Stream on this side, you do notice that the ocean gets a little bit more confused. Yeah. When you're in the Gulf Stream, it's more smooth, but here, it's not quite. So you can feel differences when you're in and out of the Gulf Stream when you start realizing where it is.
And the water temperature now has gone over 30 degrees Celsius.
30 degrees.
30
we haven't been
actually, look at that, 31.1 right now.
I don't think we've been in 30-degree water, certainly never salt water.
Since we were in small lakes in Canada.
In a super heat wave. So now, and again, just a quick update for those that are interested. Fishing.
Yes.
So far, and I don't want to jinx it because I've only got an hour left, so far, no fish.
That's too bad.
I had a new lure, one of those, things with a skirt on it, and I even used some bait on one of my cedar plugs. Nothing there.
You got to go check it. Maybe there's something now.
I just don't think there's any fish right here. So
it's very deep here, right?
It is. So we're gonna continue going until we're just outside the harbor, and then we're going to pull our lines
reel it in
and give it a day.
Yeah. Well, you'll catch some fish. This won't be maybe right now.
Yep. So stay tuned. Hopefully there'll be more fish to catch. Again, always looking for tips and tricks as to how to use things to catch salt water. So we'll do some reef fishing, but I don't think I'm going to be eating it, just because of the cicatera.
Right.
But we may do some more trolling as we go down the islands, and let's hope we catch something that we can eat. Yeah. And we'll share that with you as well.
Thanks again for watching. We just put up the yellow quarantine flag, took down the US flag as we enter the Bahamas area and head over to customs. We need to have a yellow flag indicating that we are a boat in quarantine. We can see land ahead now, and I think there's a couple of boats that are anchored out there. So we'll see when we get in exactly what we're looking at here. I'm sad for Malcolm that he didn't catch any fish this time. I'm sure he'll have some success at some point, but unfortunately he spent all that effort putting the line out and didn't catch a fish this time. But hopefully, somewhere along the way, he will, and we'll be able to show you a very pretty fish. We're official. We've arrived in the Bahamas. Yay!
Yay.
It was a good trip.
Bahama bound.
Yeah.